The ORAP ZENZELE ISUZU Champions Cup 2019 has left its footprint on the school's soccer scene. This year's edition brought together 16 schools from Matabeleland North, South and Midlands provinces to battle in the boys and girls section. The tournament is a successful example of a private non-profit partnership bringing together two organizations from different worlds to bring value to children from rural communities. ORAP ZENZELE is one of the country's leading development organizations whose mandate is to fight against all forms of poverty, principally among rural communities of women, men and youths. AutoWorld is a leader in automotive sales and service, and the company is authorized to market into Zimbabwe Isuzu pickups and commercial trucks and buses. As the representative of AutoWorld says, the ORAP ZENZELE ISUZU Champions Cup has been running for the past 6 years, since 2014.
So we started our partnership in 2014 and our first tournament was held in 2014. So we've been, it's now become an annual event on the school's soccer calendar, the ORAP ZENZELE ISUZU Champions Cup. So this is our 6th edition this year in 2019.
The tournament has been growing over the years, and ORAP is pleased that participation by girls' teams is improving every year. This is in line with the organization's thrust for the inclusion of women and the girl child in developmental processes.
Well, our main work is in rural development, so we do a lot of work around food security, nutrition, economic empowerment, and in all our work we're trying to focus on incorporating women more into the work, but also making sure that youths get their space in there. So a lot of our work is trying to bring young women into the space, especially in terms of economic empowerment. So in terms of organization, we've managed to organize ourselves very well. Every year we get better and better at doing that. But the key highlights for me this year is increasing the number of girls teams to be the same number as the boys teams, because it shows that we value the girls soccer as much as we do the boys soccer.
The drive is to broaden participation and bring in more schools into the tournament. This effort is being coordinated with the various stakeholders, including the Ministry of Education and various communities.
I think the idea that you can see the performance of women's soccer in the tournament, both in terms of the number of schools participating and the quality of the soccer being played, has improved significantly. For me, that is a really, really important indicator, because it shows that the investment over time is bearing fruit and people are respecting the participation of young women in sport as much as they do the usual bias towards men and young boys. The great thing about this tournament is we don't choose who comes. We work in partnership with the Ministry of Education, with the schools, with the communities, for it to be a community-driven process, and they select through a fair process where schools play each other to become the chosen ones that come to the tournament. So
former ZIFA Vice President and current Highlanders President Ndumiso Gumede is charmed by the tournament.
There is no other way. Look, we grow and grow old and pass on. The baton for playing must be passed on to the younger chaps. And this type of tournament is a very good tournament for exactly that, the passing of the baton to the younger persons.
The tournament has made an immediate impact for the players, with a number having been identified by the country's premier teams, snapping up talent on display.
Yes, there are some players who have played in this tournament who are now playing for teams like Highlanders. We have boys like Denzel Kumalo, who is playing for Highlanders. Bukos Ispan is also at Highlanders. We have Tafadzo Dliwayo. There are many other. Here I just highlighted those that are just near in my mind. But there are quite a number of them that have managed to break through into the system of professional football.
Plans are afoot to develop an effective monitoring system of the talent produced by the tournament.
Okay, so going forward with the tournament, we'd like to be able to track better what happens to the talent that's identified here, because we hear a lot of the reports that come back of a child who was identified here and ended up playing with the development team of a national team or a big soccer club. So we'd love to be able to just keep tabs on those guys and see how they're doing and celebrate their success with them. We would love for them to be able to come back to this tournament and encourage the other players that are here as well. And just to get a sense of what happens to the children that come here and what difference does it make in their lives that they're playing this sport at all.
The tournament organizers have made sure that the teams that participate benefit beyond just being part of the event.
Other point I want to say is if you look at the way this tournament is done, one of the key principles is we want young people to feel that they are invested in. So you'll notice every school gets a high quality professional uniform, not just a t-shirt but a shirt, shorts, socks. They are branded well, they get the soccer balls, they get the same quality of food, because young people must not feel that they're second-class citizens, and they mustn't come to this tournament and feel this one is better than me, this school is richer than mine. We really want to create a platform where everyone feels just as important as the next person. And if we as emerging leaders in Zimbabwe can help every young person to feel that they are important, this country will really go forward, and so will our communities. And so for us, we really want to use this tournament as a statement to youth.
Highlanders legend Lawrence Phiri, while celebrating the tournament, urged the stakeholders to invest more into training of the school's coaches.
I would like to touch on one angle, that the people that are the earliest people to interact with kids are teachers at schools. I believe that they are the first foremost people that should actually be trained to be football coaches, which is at the present moment a little bit lacking. Even in this tournament, you could see that there is a problem with the quality of their coaches. And I would recommend that the teachers be encouraged to go for training and be accredited.
The coaches themselves are upbeat and value the experience they have received.
I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot as a coach, considering that it was our first time. I learned a lot, especially on the approach to such a tournament. The girls are not used to tournaments. They are not tournaments. We are participating in such a tournament for the first time outside Nash. We've never entered any tournament, so it's been a pleasing experience for us.
Otterworld is definitely in for the long haul after all the impact being made is clear for all to see.
Yeah, so we've partnered from the beginning with ORAP, who work a lot with rural schools, with rural communities, with rural people, and I'm very grateful that we are able to join with them in, as I said, playing a small part in helping. I think our rural kids are definitely disadvantaged. They don't have the same opportunities and exposure as the kids in the urban schools get. So we've made a deliberate effort to want to offer something special to the rural schools, and every year we try and ensure that the rural schools are the ones that get the biggest benefit from our tournament.
The girls who participated in the tournament are equally excited, and as a participant from Tongwe High School says, more girls should take up the sport.
We as the Tongwe girls, it's our first time to attend such a tournament, but we are grateful that we won this tournament. We were not expecting to win, but as for our first time, we did it. Message I for other girls who are out there: just go and look for somewhere where to learn and practice soccer, because soccer is the future.
I learned a lot, especially teamwork. Without teamwork, I cannot go anywhere. So I need to work as a team.
More companies need to think about investing in the tournament like this and help to change circumstances for many young people in difficult situations.
Well, I think for me, we need to go beyond sponsorship. Usually sponsorship means I give you something and good luck. This is really an investment. So if you're a company or even an individual, you can actually measure the return on what you're giving to an initiative like this in the lives that are impacted, whether it's somebody who ends up playing professionally or in the changes in people's behavior, in the changes in pass rates, in the number of opportunities you create. So this is really not a sponsorship opportunity, it's an investment opportunity. You can also have the return on investment of a better country, a better society, and your brands get known where they otherwise would not be known before.
The tournament will be back again in 2020, and the organizers are calling for more partners and soccer fans to support the event.
I think to our sponsors is deep gratitude for just their willingness to participate in this. For a lot of people who started out with us, they didn't know if it was going to succeed or what was going to happen with it. But we've only succeeded because of all that support. And for those that haven't been able to support us maybe this year or last year but have done so in the past, we are grateful also for what they have done for us and would love to just come through and bring whatever you can. Or if nothing else, come and watch the games. It makes a difference to these kids to have a lot of people who are there watching and cheering and supporting them. So deep gratitude for our supporters and just an invitation, an open invitation to everybody to come through and watch all the matches.